Well, I didn't share that, did I? Let's see if I can do this. If I can do this or not. It's out on the.
I don't want it to be a secret.
What?
It's on top of the freezer.
Yeah, and no. Well,
I just put it up there.
Oh, okay. I thought I didn't know you picked it up out of the freezer.
Everybody to know about it. Shabula Active Serum. I've gone through so many bottles already. 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 I've gone through so many bottles already.
Hold on a second. Man, that's driving me insane. I'm trying to share this. Hello, let's see who's there. Hey, Snails and Garden. Hey, Food Forest Permaculture. How are you? Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. It is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day here. And the temperature is, if I can get it up, 66 degrees. And I'm running around in shorts again. I'm probably end up sick. There we go. That's posted now. Oh, I didn't get that posted properly to Facebook. Can you turn off the kitchen light, please? Thank you. You're not going to say hi to anybody?
Hello, everybody.
He's running in and out. Hey, Tina.
You want me to close the front door or leave it open?
No, baby, leave it open. But I'll lock it. I don't want the dog running out after them freaks. Oh, crap. I love you. See you in the morning. Now the dog can't get out. I always have a fear of her pushing that door open and taking off after somebody. Well, as you can see the boxes behind me, I am canning up a storm. I hope all of y'all are ready for your Thanksgiving. We are just going to hang out, the two of us here, and we're going to can all day tomorrow. That's what I like. I'd rather be canning all day for the rest of the year than to be cooking all day for 30 or 40 people. Well, Tina, when I was in Kentucky hunting, Teresa and I took off to, Teresa from Stringfield Ridge Farm, and I took off to the Amish stores, and I bought 60 pounds of ground beef in tubes, great big long tubes. And I looked at those tubes today. I'm going to have a video about it. I looked at those tubes today that they sell at Sam's. Where is that picture? And they are $3.42 or $3.24 a pound. I don't know if you can see that. You can't see it on the phone, but so that's how much they were. I saved way amount of money. We figured out at least $150 at that price. In some places, it's even more money for ground beef. And I got it for $9 a roll, and it was 10 pounds or more per roll. So I really saved a lot of money. Yes, it is a great deal. And so I've already cooked up 2 rolls of it. I made hamburgers. I cooked up hamburgers for David. I can't even remember how many hamburgers I cooked. And I'm going to freeze those after they're cooked into two patty packages and seal them with the food saver so that he will have ready hamburgers. Hopefully that'll keep him out of Burger King. And I've already canned 10 jars of spaghetti meat sauce, pretty much. I can make lasagna with it. I can make spaghetti with it. I can make any kind of pasta meals with it. So I'm really excited. Do I have an air fryer? Well, not really. I have what David has an air fryer thingy, oven air fryer thingy. I don't know how to use it with the air frying thing. But I have a toaster oven that is convection oven. So it works pretty good. But I wanted an air fryer, but I just can't see paying for another whole nother thing when the one he's got in the trailer does all that stuff. So I'm going to make up patties for Salisbury steak and stuff like that. And I've got a whole bunch of dehydrated mushrooms. I can make up a mushroom gravy and pour it over top of that and freeze it in different containers. I've just got a whole lot of plans. And tomorrow, I got all this stuff to make chili. I have a little oven fryer. It's amazing when cooking for 2. Yes, that's what I use all the time now. I had a toaster oven that was smaller, but when my roaster that I had bought, I bought it, opened it, plugged it in, and it started smoking. It was burning up right there. It smoked up the whole house, and I didn't see any flames, but it smoked up the whole house. It's not supposed to do that. So I sent it back to the company, and they sent me this this little fryer thing, not fryer, toaster oven thing, convection oven, I think it's called. I don't know. Anyways, it's awesome, and I'll tell you, we were really surprised on our trip this time. We tried a pizza that Walmart puts out, a 4-cheese pizza that Walmart puts out, and it was really good. I was totally surprised. Yeah, it was scary. So, but I was really glad. I'm kind of glad that it happened in a way, because now I have an upgrade and I still have mine. And I learned, see, I got a new one because I wanted to have two of them running at all times, right? Or to be able to run two at all times anytime I need it, because sometimes I get these great deals on these mega amounts of fruit or stuff like that, and I'm making applesauce and stuff like that, or tomatoes, and so I wanted two of them. Well, I'm just going to have to deal with one because that's the way it is. And I realized after I bought the second one that I really wasn't happy with the first one because it was rusting. Well, while I was at the Amish store, they had this box of plastic liners that I'm going to use to hopefully keep it from having any rust on my food. So next time I roast like tomatoes or something like that, and then I'm going to put that liner in there. Let's see. I've been experimenting with mine and made a couple of videos. Oh, cool. I'll have to check that out. Oh, wow, I didn't see. So I'm pretty excited. I've got a ton of food to process. I've got a deer that I've got to process after it soaks for a few days. Hey, Christy, how are you this evening, honey? Are you spending Thanksgiving with the grandbabies? Oh yeah, I can't wait to get into that. I'm so excited. I haven't had any deer in a little while because I ran out. So I am going to probably can most of it, except for the backstrap probably, and tenderloins. Oh, I actually I prefer deer meat over any other meat other than fish. of meats. I prefer it over chicken and pork and beef any day. Going to see my aunt first, then to my daughters. Aw, cool. That ought to be a lot of fun. I don't really know what my kids are doing. I take that back. I do know what my son and daughter-in-law are doing. They're going over. They're probably already over there to the other coast to be with her grandfather because he's getting up there in age, and we don't know how long she'll have him. So she's going to spend as much time with him as she can. Yeah, it is. It is so easy too, Tina, to can it. I mean, and then it's so awesome because no matter what I want to eat, it's already ready. And because I don't grind it all. I do grind some and can it that way, but I mostly cut it in chunks and can it. So I like shredded spaghetti. Well, I have plenty of spaghetti stuff now, but I like shredded meat in my spaghetti. I also like to make like stroganoff and beef tips, what we call beef tips, but it'd be with deer. And let's see what else. Barbecue, pulled like you pull pork or pull beef or pulled chicken. I pull it apart and put sauce in it and make sandwiches. And what else do I do? Oh, I love tacos made with it. There's so much I do with deer meat. Anything that I make with beef, I can do with deer meat. It tastes so much better. And David bought me a new rifle so that I can go hunting. And it actually, you guys, I don't know if y'all know this or not, but I have a difficulty holding the rifle up because I have no strength and I can't hold my arm up very long. Now, if I'm lifting something, I can get it up to a certain spot, and then it's very difficult for me. So I've got to work on that. But he also bought me this stand thingy so that I can stand it up and put the gun on there and just, go ahead and shoot. Oh, Christy, you just don't even know how flavorful it is. It is so good. Hey, Julie, how are you doing? And be honest with you, if we had bones, we'd probably make bone broth too, because I literally love venison bone broth. It is so, so good. But we let our deer soak for days and days in salt water, or salty ice water, whatever you want to call it. I put a whole box of canning salts in there, and it helps to get all that stuff people claim that deer have wild flavor. I don't taste it. I am fantastic. I have had such a wonderful time. Yesterday was our anniversary, and we would have been married 36 years. Yes, 36 years yesterday. And we just had a wonderful time. We stopped on our way back home because we were on our way back in. I remember on talking about shooting from the hip. I'm having trouble with my shoulder, so worried about recoil. Yeah. And I don't think there's going to be that much recoil. Now, we did talk to how I ended up with this particular rifle was, and I don't even know what kind it is. David knows all that stuff. I just held it, liked it, and wanted it. And he said, okay. It was actually $100 cheaper than the one that we looked at in Kentucky. We looked at one at the sports place. I don't even know what the name of it is. And it was for children. Because I told him, I said, man, I got to have something really light, something maybe like a kid would use or something. So he got me a kid's gun, and it was pretty doggone heavy. I was really surprised at how heavy it was. But I said, okay, maybe I can use it. Now, David insists on putting a scope on it. It didn't come with the scope. And he has one at home he's going to put on it. But it's kind of funny. Because I have neck damage and I cannot move my neck like most people do. I mean, I can move it around. I have great movement. But when I go to shoot something, it's very difficult for me to look through a scope. So I kind of have to get behind the gun, you know. And anyways, he says he wants to try to see that I can shoot it with a scope and not be right on top of the gun because, you know, it is what it is. But back in the day when I was hunting a lot, I used to hunt doves. And any of you guys have ever been hunting for doves or know anything about it, it's like you got to aim and follow and all that kind of stuff. Well, I'm good at throwing a gun and shooting what I want and hitting what I need. We got one, and you know, we wanted more, but it wasn't in God's plans. We were blessed with hamburger meat from the Amish. I don't think you were on here yet when I was telling the story about getting 60 pounds of ground beef. I got 6 10-pound things, and they were $9 a piece from the Amish store. I'm going to put a video out about all the things that I bought. I did video with my mom today when I went through it so that she could, you know, show you the materials and stuff that I bought for making koozies and stuff like that. I am so super excited. I can't wait to get on those. But I've got all this canning to do, and I don't think I'm going to be able to can and sew at the same time, at least not with David here. And he's going to help me tomorrow with a lot of it. We're going to do probably just some hamburger meat, and we're all packed, and we'll probably do all the chili. I'm going to throw that together in the morning and put it on. And by the time he gets here, see, what's neat about him coming to help me, this pressure canner that I put on my stove, I can only put 10 in there. And then I have to let it cool and wash the thing up, which I'm going to do tonight. I'm going to do another one tonight. But I just would love to be able to not even worry about that and put it all and get it all ready for the big canner. Because the big canner, I can put, I can't remember if it's 32 or 42 pints in that. So, and I do everything in pint-sized jars because, hey, I can't eat all that food, right? Yeah, it was a huge roll of burger. And now I did cook up a whole bunch of hamburgers so that I could package them 2 per package and vacuum seal them for David so he could have an immediate warm-up hamburger for himself. Hello, Henry. How are you? Happy Thanksgiving to you, too. A 5-pound roll is $15.99 here right now. Wow. Yeah, I saw the ones at Sam's were around $35 for the roll. So I figure we saved about $25. I'll give them $1 grace there per roll. So that's $150 we saved. And I'm just so super thrilled. And because I'm doing it the way I am, there's not going to be any waste. That's the neatest part. Hey, Linda. Yeah, I'm glad to be home, but it's hot here. It's 66 degrees here tonight. It had gotten down, I think, to 21 at Wilma's the night that the night before we left, and it was so cold. My phone told me 41. I told David to turn off the generator. So we didn't have any heat going on in the trailer. It was hilarious. We woke up the next morning and we were cold. I mean, my hands started blistering from the cold. That's how cold it was. You thought about moving from Florida? Well, Julie, I love Florida. Don't get me wrong. I would love, love, love to live up in the mountains and have a home here. I don't ever want to not have a place in both places. I'd like to live up somewhere northern where I can hunt and stuff like that, and have two homes. And I could probably do that if I kept this one. But essentially, what I really, 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 really want is to buy big enough property that I can have a cow, a milk cow, and maybe David really loves horses and he wants a horse farm. He's always wanted a horse farm all of his life. But I don't know. It is what it is. We probably won't ever get that. But if we ever did fall into money, we'd probably buy property here because of all of our grandkids here. Hey, Shelly. That's all right, babe. I'm just super happy that I'm able to get on here tonight. It's so much harder when I'm away from home to get good reception. And in the teens here, oh, I can imagine Vermont is much colder than where we were at. But it was beautiful. I mean, it was so nice. And guys, I'm so excited. I don't know if I put up the video yet of all the mushrooms and stuff that I found and I brought home. I don't know what I've got to have to look and see what I put up and what I haven't yet. Thank you. It's good to see you too. I camped out in my uninsulated tiny home last weekend, 30s, but I had a little buddy heater. Ah, cool. Now, that's what we should have. We should have some type of little heater, but I'll be honest with you, that that air conditioner heater thing that he put up in the ceiling of the trailer was perfect. And of course, you know, we every night when we went in, because we didn't leave it on during the day, we would turn on the little toaster oven thing and put it on bake at 450 and get it good and hot, and then open the door to that. And I mean, it heated up the whole thing really quickly. It was really nice. Were your windows closed when you got home? I remember you were concerned you did not shut them. Well, Julie, no, they were not all shut. This window we shut, and that window we shut. The front window is wide open, and I never did look at the bedroom window. I imagine if it was open, David closed it because he slept in there the night we got home. And I didn't have any windows in my room open. So really, I think there was only maybe 2 windows left open, but still, I wanted it locked up so that nobody could get in here. But it is what it is. The neighbors watch out, and I got cameras and stuff now, so. Yeah, it did work out great. Thanks, Shelly. It did work out great. Hey, AZ Highland Homestead, how are you tonight? Um, I want to do it differently. I'm going to try. See, we've been putting, like, okay, the trailer is long-wise, right? We've been putting the bed long-wise and leaving some space down here at the bottom and space down here at the top. And there's a door right here. But what I want to do is I want to put the bed across this way so that you have to walk over the bed to get to there or over to here. Because this end of the trailer has a big door that comes down. And if we get stuff, um, like last time we were in Georgia and Kentucky, we bought things and brought it home. Well, I bought things and brought them home this time too, but it wasn't a bunch of feed. We bought chicken food and corn and stuff at a much lower price than we can get it here. Getting it here is like I can't remember what the young man said it was today. I had to go and buy my my McCall's food, and it went up $3 a bag. Let's see. I think he said it was $13 at the feed store where I go to buy my McCall's food. I don't know how much Tractor Supply is, but I mean, we saved a ton of money last time by doing that. So it is pretty cool when you can save money like that, and that way we can use the back part of it as a cargo area, and the front part of it where you come into the door I want to use as our kitchen and, you know, sitting area. Well, we won't be able to sit in there because there's just not enough room to put. We bought the chairs, Linda, that Casey and her husband had from Boots and Bounty at the picnic. Oh my goodness gracious! David got 2 of those chairs, and I love it. I opened it up, but they're huge. They're really big. Yes. And I saved a ton of money on a ton of stuff while I was gone. I was David was really good to me during the trip. He gave me money for some things that I needed. He gave me some money for some material because I don't have the printed stuff that I wanted for the koozies. So we went and Linda, if you go to the picnic next year, you and I should go to Paducah together to Hancock because they've got a huge Hancock store there. And I got material for $5.99, I think, a yard. So it worked out really good. And if it's just a little bit over a yard, they give you those couple of inches, which I think is really going to be great for the koozies because I'll have, they're 10 inches, And I'm thinking I might even piece together some fabrics to make some koozies for that 10 inches because I have fabric that, I've cut off that are just about 3 or 4 inches. And, it doesn't, make everything. Yeah, me too. I'm glad I got good deals. Oh, and I'm giving away all my secrets here. You'll have to see all the books and stuff that I got, quilting books for 25 cents a piece at the thrift store. I mean, they've got this thrift store near Teresa's called His Place or His Place or something like that. His house. They kept saying his house, and I'm like, whose house? I don't know why that confused me so badly. I guess because I don't live there and it's not like a regular thing for me. But for some reason, I thought they were talking about somebody's house over and over again. Every time they talk about his house, I'm like, what? Y'all pray that Teresa gets to go home at a good time today. I know she's putting out the newspaper and working hard on that. Pretty sure she's doing the newspaper today. Pretty sure she was at the newspaper when she called me earlier. We had 29 degrees here last night, and tonight another cold one. Well, what do you know what it went down to, Linda, the night before? Because that's the night that it hit 21 at Wilma's. When we woke up at when David went to get in the car and check things out, because everything was froze. Everything was so frozen. This is so funny. And it was 21 degrees during the night, and it was 24 degrees when we got up, and that was at around 6 o'clock, I think, when he checked it. And we had heated up everything. The whole trailer was going crazy with heat, warming it up and everything. And I'm lying there on the mattress and I'm going, okay, this feels so much better than it did. And I look up at the ceiling, and everywhere that I taped up those what do you call that stuff? Foam insulation stuff. Oh my goodness. Had little water drips that were fixing to drip on all of our stuff. I was like having a duck. I said, honey, we can't do this. You got to get up there and dry that. So here he is. Here he is with the paper towels on each line, getting all that dried off so it wouldn't drip on anything. I was scared to death that it was going to ruin the mattress and everything and get me wet, of course. But because it had iced up, I mean, he said there was a good layer of ice on top of the camper. So we will have to know that. We will know that next time, so that we never let that, never let the inside of the camper not stay warm, because that condensation will happen again. I said, oh, that's all we need is mold in here. Let's see. I'm still on the search for material. The best I found was old sheets at a thrift store. I'm going to dye the fabric with natural dyes like pokeberries and tea. Far out, Shelly. That sounds awesome. Now, Shelly, when I don't know if you know this or not, but you can set your dyes with cold water and salt and vinegar. That will set your dye colors so that it does not fade out of your material very fast. I can't remember. You should have some type of store. Now, I will say this. Walmart does have material that you can work with, Shelly, to dye it if you want different kind of dyes or whatever, and make your own stuff. You can buy white material, or even it all depends on what you're wanting to do. Now, there's material that you cannot dye because it's got other blends in there, but cotton you want to stick with on the dyeing thing most of the time. Walmart has really good I'm trying to think what it's called. I'm brain dead. I've Muslim. They have that too. Depends on what you're wanting to make with your material, what type of material that you buy. I do not go shopping at big box stores. Tractor Supply, Lowe's, and thrift stores are all I go to. Yep, I understand. Um, hmm. I don't know what the store hours are anymore, but I used to love to go shopping in the middle of the night because there ain't nobody there. That was my favorite time to shop at Walmart, to be honest with you. I don't want to go in there and see somebody's britches up their hiney or their breast hanging out or whatever, you know. I have Muslim. I just want all natural things. It's for making my own clothes, so I hate shopping that much. Oh, gotcha. I'm wondering if you could get it off of Amazon so that you don't have to go into a store too. But I wouldn't pay very much for it. Stop. Hey, go lay down. Stop that chewing. So we had a fantastic time. I had the best. I mean, we thoroughly enjoyed our time with Holland and Lily. They are such gracious hosts, and we had some how do I say this? David had some problems with his gun and his ammo because his ammo was older, and because we live in Florida, his gun had some issues with rusting and stuff. Epsom salts works. Yes, it does. It definitely does. I can't afford to buy fabric like most people do. I have to settle for what I can find. Gotcha. Well, Shelly, you've seen my fabric. That is years worth years of buying fabric. And some of my fabric I bought for 75 cents a yard. So, now I'm having to pay $6 a yard for it. So, anytime you can get a sale. Now, I will say I got at that thrift store that I was telling you about at Teresa's. They had fabric rolled up there that was only $1 a yard, I think it was. They had 3 pieces that I bought. And I liked all 3 of them, so I can't wait to open them and make sure they're all right. I hope they are. I'm amazed by your wall of material. Oh, it's so colorful. Yeah, I'm going to make some changes in that room. I have this, I didn't show you that whole room, but I have this three, is it 3 tiers or 2 tiers? This, anyways, when the quilting shop went out of business in Rockledge, my mother and I bought some things from them that they used in the store. And one of them is it's this giant round thing, and I've got all my um, um, thread, my yarn and stuff like that in it. And I got to thinking, I'm going to have the grandbaby a lot, and I don't have any room in the in the pantry room. So I am going to take that out of there, and I'm going to put a makeshift bed. I have the pack and plays, so I'm going to take that in and out of there so he can be there. That is Connor. Now, Becky is due in January, so I may need 2 playpens, one for Becky's baby and one for Ashley's baby. I might have them both. Which would be really cool. I'm hoping I get the grandkids for the weekend. See, that's another reason why I don't want to fully move out of Florida, because I love the fact that I can say, hey, bring the kids over and let them hang out with me for the weekend, and you guys have your fun. She really needs some time, before the baby's born, that she can how do you say what is it called, nesting or something like that. I can't wait to see your projects with the new material you got on the trip. Yeah, I can't wait till you see all the new fabric I bought. What was that? Enjoyed. Thanks. Happy Thanksgiving. All right, Henry. Thanks for coming in. 2 babies. That would be fun for a little while. Oh, it's fun all the time for me. Believe me, I have all 6 grandkids at the same time, and I don't have any problem with them. A lot of people would think, oh my goodness gracious, 6 of them, you're gonna have problems. I don't. They all mind very, very well. They're all very good kids, and they all have good temperament. They're not whiners, and boy, if they did, they wouldn't last very long with that whining. They'd be over it. Or they'd be in the bed. And it's funny, I don't know what's going on with Lance in school. He is just getting in trouble all the time. I said, last time he was getting in trouble, I said, he needs some Nana time. He needs to come spend some time with Nana, because, see, I've had him all of his life. Nobody else has babysat him except for my daughter-in-law. Only family members have taken care of him. So he's like, I think he was going through withdrawals, and I still think he's having issues. He wants to come to my house so bad. He hates school. He hates school. And I think his teacher is so soft. I think she really needs to put the hammer down on him. I loved when my boys were tiny. I spent hours just watching them do nothing. I can't imagine how wonderful it is to have grandbabies. Oh, girl. It is a dream come true. Some people don't enjoy their grandkids. They don't enjoy their kids. They fight with them all the time, but I love it. I cannot spend enough time with them. Now, I do enjoy my time with David alone and everything. But we enjoyed the grandkids around. Now, David, he's a little bit more, how you say, he lets them do things that I would not let them do. Like, he lets them get in the street. I don't allow them to get in the street. I have gotten a little bit more lenient now that they're a little bit older. I don't smother them. I don't stay out there while they're climbing the tree. You know, they climb every tree I've got. They just love it here. So, and I can't believe it, guys, but it's already time to pray. And is there any prayers that you guys have for me today? And I'll tell you, it was nice coming home this time and not having any issues with my babies. Everybody was safe and sound. I didn't have to worry about if this works or not. Nope. I don't know how I moved so many pins. Oh, that one works. Hallelujah. Last time I came back, I was sick, and I had all my chickens when I came home, and days later, they were pegged off one after the other. Now that I have them in that cage, that coop, it has been like so much nicer. Let's see. All men let the kids run amok. I know. Hey, Teresa. I have 3 of the grandkids, and Lee just got home at 8. Oh, wow. Pray for all those without families to spend Thanksgiving with. Okay. You just got off work at 8. Wow. That's a long day. You know, I did not make it home with any turnip greens. I spent $5 on turnip greens. I want to show you this. Turnip greens and mustard greens today. Oh. I got a whole mess of mustard greens and turnip greens. I got a mess of turnips for $5 and a mess of mustards for $5. I saw this fella on the corner selling them, and he got them from Georgia. Go figure. I was right there at you'll see in my video, there's a whole field there. I was supposed to pick some, and I didn't get none there either. Well, they didn't. One of the reasons why I didn't get them there is because I really wanted the mushrooms worse than I wanted those turnip greens, because the turnip greens didn't have any roots ready. Let's see here. Yes, he is off for 4-day weekend, but had to work late tonight. Wow. Well, that's good. Oh, let me think. David wanted me to tell him something. Oh. he wanted me to tell him that he said that possum was really, really yummy. Lee was teasing David and telling him that it was that meat had possum and something else in it. He was just going on and on, and David wanted to know it tasted yummy. I raw packed pork today and processed it. Dehydrated celery, roasted pumpkin for the first time, and helped my middle boy make cookies while I mixed up pie crust dough for tomorrow. Aw, that's awesome. I wanted to get pumpkins after Halloween, and I totally went right over my head, forgot all about it. So no more prayers, huh? Well, I'm going to go ahead and pray, and then we can hang out for a little while longer, and then I got to get back to my next can of spaghetti and meat sauce. And that way, I did that so that I could make any type of pasta, including lasagna and all that stuff. So it's turning out very, very well. Okay. Thank you, Lord, for a beautiful trip. Thank you, Lord, for a beautiful day today that I've gotten so much done. Thank you, Lord, that I was able to get some great buys while I was gone. I pray, Lord, that you just absolutely make this the best Thanksgiving for our whole country. Thank you that we've got a country, that we are free, that we are able to worship and do whatever we want to in our religious life, Lord. I pray, Lord, that you continue that to be that we are still allowed to do that for ever and ever and ever until you come back, Lord. I pray, Lord, this country stays a Christian country, and that we are able to learn what you want us to do for your goodness, Lord. I'm reading in your scripture, and it's telling me how all these kings and stuff, they started out following you, and then they got off track, and they messed up their whole countries, and how they were ruined and devastated in different ways, and didn't follow you, and really messed up their lives, Lord. I pray, Lord, that this country seeks your will and follows your heart, Lord, and that you show us where we're neglecting and where we have gone astray, Lord. I know that there's so much wickedness out there, and I know that you can fix that, Lord. And those of us who are Christians can stand up and say, this is not right, Lord. So I pray, Lord, that you get us back on track, Lord. I thank you for giving us a country where we can praise you, Lord, and we can do that without harm or worrying about being murdered because of our beliefs, that you love us that much that you gave us that right, Lord. I pray, Lord, that in other countries where they can't pray and love you and be with you like we can, Lord. I pray, Lord, that it eases up for them so that they're not murdered and hurt, Lord, that they can worship and be with you, Lord, like we can, Lord. Not in hiding and out in the open, and hopefully lead more people to you, Lord. Tell more people of all your goodness and the things that you do for us. And I just thank you, Lord. I thank you, Lord, for my family, and I thank you, Lord, for my friends, and Lord, I'm just overwhelmed. I just this season really makes me even think more about how wonderful you are. How just walking through the woods and looking for mushrooms, how the trees would decay and give us such bountiful things to feed us, not only feeding us out of the mushrooms, but feeding the earth so that it feeds more trees, Lord. It just amazes me at your beauty and your bounty and the things that you have done for us, and and just all the wonders of the how you had the mind to know exactly what we needed for what, all in an instant, Lord. And it just amazes me. It's so deep that I'm in awe of you. I can't wait till the day that I know all the questions that I want to ask you. And I pray, Lord, that I continue to learn things even though I'm reading the same scriptures. I thank you that you give me things new all the time, Lord. And I just thank you for this platform that I can worship you and have great friends to be able to conversate and share my beliefs. I thank you, Lord, in your name, Jesus. Amen. Let's see here. Where was I at? Hello, the roof robber. Reef robber. I'm sorry. I'm not very good at reading. I am in awe of all the beautiful things that the Lord has done for us. Oh, thank you, Shelley. And I'm sure there's something that I've missed, but I just I know that the Lord knows our hearts and what we need, right? I'm so happy that you get to spend some time with your grandkids, Christy, for Thanksgiving. Hey, Bob, what's up, dude? I hope you're having a great Thanksgiving, Bob. It's absolutely beautiful, beautiful here. And we're going to be working most of the day, being very thankful for all the food that the Lord's given us. I'm so excited. He even bought me, David bought me a pumpkin pie. Hey, Melanie. It is Melanie, I hope. Hope I'm not getting you mixed up. Oh, I bet you everybody's cooking tonight. I've been cooking spaghetti sauce. Been cooking up all that hamburger meat. I've already canned 10 jars, pint-sized jars of spaghetti and meat sauce. Cool. I'm glad I got it right. I'm so goofy. Sometimes I can't remember nothing. And I'm fixing to go in there and wash out the canner and start my next batch. Hopefully I can find somewhere in the fridge to put the leftovers, because I'm only going to do one more batch tonight, because that's going to put me way, way, way into the night cooking that. And while that's cooking, I'm going to do the rest of hopefully be able to put all my videos together. I've got so much videos that I've been making the last few days, and I just haven't gotten them put together. I didn't take very much footage while I was gone. I'm such a goofball. I got more footage the last 2 days, I think, of um, looking for mushrooms and stuff. It's going to be a great Thanksgiving, Kathy. Hope you and your family are going to have a good one. Yeah, David and I are spending Thanksgiving together this year, just here at the house, canning. He's going to help me with my big canner, so I don't have so much time invested in like 10 jars at a time. And I'm making a ham and potatoes and pinto beans and cornbread and what else am I making? Pumpkin pie. I don't know if I'm making anything else. That's all off the top of my head what I'm making. Hey Joe, how are you? I want to try tomato sauce with meat with next year's tomatoes. Yeah. Um, I'm kind of disappointed that I didn't get to go and get tomatoes from Plant City, but we just didn't have time to go over there, and I don't know if they would have even been open today to do it. But next Thursday, I'm going to go over there. So I don't know. Next Thursday for your live stream, I'm going to probably have to take my computer with me and maybe use David's hotspot. I don't know. I may even, if David doesn't go with me, I might have my daughter-in-law use hers. No, she's got AT&T too. I may just have to be on the phone, Teresa. Trying to figure out how I can do that with and moderate too. But I want to go over there and get some produce and can up some tomatoes and stuff because my tomatoes are not growing. I don't understand it. I mean, I've got little teeny tomatoes and that's cool, but they're not even growing that fast. I think I got about 6 tomatoes today off of my little tree, little plant. This one up here's got a ton on it, but the other tomatoes are not big. They're not growing very fast. We will all be here, 25 of us. I'm doing the turkey and ham. Yum, yum. We are going to bring my mom here too. Oh, that's going to be awesome. My family's gathering used to be big. Now it's just my own bunch. That's wonderful, Teresa. She will be excited. Yes. I used to do our Thanksgiving. I did it at my mom's house. My mom sometimes would do the turkey, but I would do most of the fixings and stuff like that. And when we were taking care of my aunt, I did it there for several years in a row. And my kids would all come to my house and everything, or come to my get together. And it was really hard on my daughter-in-law because she did not get to spend time with her family and like she did with us, so she would have to be running from here to there and here to there. And I just said, you know what, this is too much for our family. And my house is so tiny, I can't have it here. We've had it at David's house because his house is much bigger, but we don't even have it there anymore. And now with Becky being pregnant and everything, she said to me, she said, Mom, it's just, I just want to sit back and enjoy the kids and him, because it's going to be chaos soon with a new baby in the house. And I just want to sit back and enjoy it. And I don't want to run all over the place for Thanksgiving or Christmas. I said, okay, fine with me. That makes it a whole lot easier on me and Daddy, because I can't afford that kind of meal. It used to cost me $300 or $400 buying food for the Thanksgiving dinner. Anyways, you can tell I just bought brand new feed. I opened up that feed thing today for the parrots, and every time I do, I get moths. I got a moth flying around, and because I don't have much space in the freezers, I can't freeze the food like I used to do to keep those from coming out. I'm cooking the beer this year. Oh, I mean turkey. Well, Bub, don't get too toasted and burn the turkey, okay? And if you guys, I don't know if any of you guys are doing the deep fried turkey. I hope, I should have told you guys this before, but I'm telling you now. You should try this. If you deep fry a turkey, take and get the canned biscuits and drop them in the fryer after you pull the turkey out, and it cooks the biscuits and makes them absolutely delicious. You will not regret it. Fried biscuits is awesome. Ha! Teresa says you're a turkey, Bob. They say deep fried turkeys are really good. They are good. David and I have done them before. I prefer them in the oven, but and you know what? I looked in this freezer in here for a turkey because I thought I had one in there, but I didn't. I bet it's in this freezer. Or it could be in the freezer in the bedroom. I should have looked at more than one freezer. I think I've got a turkey somewhere. No, I cooked that turkey. I cooked that turkey back some time ago. That's what I should have done, is went down and bought me some turkeys while they were on sale. But I seen them 89 cents, and I'm like, no. I usually pay 69 cents for turkey. I ain't paying 89 cents for it. Y'all know I'm cheap, right? Well, it looks like my daughter and son-in-law changed the time on me, so don't know if I'll make it to their house already. Told my aunt I would come to her house earlier. Aww. I like giving Bub a hard time. Yeah, you do, Teresa. Teresa, are you saying I'm fried? Bub, if she don't say you're fried, I'm saying you're fried. So David and I had to run up to deep fried Bub. Teresa, you're a mess. We had to run up to Sam's, and before we went to Sam's, because we had to get gas, and then we went over to Walmart. Now, they're nowhere near each other here. One's out by 95 and one's over here. anyways, before we left, we seen a whole bunch of officers going crazy that way here on Pineda, right here at the end of the street. I seen 3 of them blasting through there. So I don't know what is going on, but there must have been some craziness going on tonight, because after we seen that, I thought, oh, well, somebody's going crazy over here. We go to Sam's, and on 520, just before we get to Sam's, there's probably 8 patrol cars over there, and they've got a wrecker with a car up on top of the thingy that was not wrecked. So I don't know if it was a stolen vehicle or what, but I was like, the craziness is coming out, and it isn't even it. I mean, I just don't understand. You'd think they would be happy to be. They gotta do craziness. If you poke a hole in a biscuit, then fry them, and after you get them out of the oil, put them in a bag with powdered sugar and shake. Oh, yeah. I'm going to have to try that one. Next time we make a deep fried turkey, I'm definitely going to try that. Let's see. Teresa, did Lee have a good supper? I bet he did. Or put chocolate icing on them. Makes great donuts. Oh, phew. That sounds awesome. I don't know if you guys know this, but I have found that I can freeze my extra biscuit dough that I make my biscuits with, because we don't eat so many of them. I try not to make too many extras because the dog gets them. She's getting fat. She gets all my leftovers. Let me tell you, she got so much leftovers today that she hasn't even touched her dog food. Little turd. I gotta go to bed, Kathy. The Lord wakes me at 4 every morning, so bedtime is now. I hope you have a good, wonderful Thanksgiving. You too, Shelley. Thanks for coming in. I gotta get off here too. I've got to get those. Oh, I've got to get those jars in the can, or else I'm going to be up all night. Yeah, I usually wake up around 6 o'clock, sometimes 5 o'clock, but usually around 6. So, that being said, you guys have a fantastic Thanksgiving this year. And thank you for joining me tonight. I really appreciate it. Grandkids are first. Yep. So, you guys take care, and we'll see you next time. I'll be on. Well, Teresa's not going to do a live stream tomorrow, of course. Teresa, are you going to do a live stream Friday? Before I hang up, I want to know whether you're going to do a live stream Friday or is it still up in the air? Good night, Melanie. Yes. Okay. I'll see you Friday then. Bye, y'all. Oh, wrong thing. In the stream.